I was living in a share house in Melbourne and I was raped by one of my flatmates, and I chose to keep the baby that I became pregnant with. When my son was 3, his biological father approached the court to gain access, which the court granted him. He came home from a stay with his father with bruises on his back, on his wrists and his inner thighs. And when I asked how they got there, he wouldn't tell me. I went to the authoritative bodies that I thought could help my son, like the DHS, CASA, EASE, the police, who all believed me and they believed my son. But when we got to the family law court, I was told that they were underqualified to give evidence. I think the most difficult thing during this process is that my son's voice is not being heard. When we went to the law courts, no evidence of my son was listened to. I wasn't listened to. I was told I was a pathological liar and a lunatic for believing my son. All the bodies that are in place to help children and help people in my situation were completely disregarded. The judge didn't want to hear any evidence that they had.
Was the judge an expert?
To my knowledge, the judge had no expertise in sexual abuse or recognising the signs of sexual abuse in children. The court decided that my son's father would have full custody and that I would be allowed to see my son for 2 hours each fortnight and make a short phone call once a week. The family law court has placed my son back in the care of his abuser, the man who raped me and the man who I believe is sexually assaulting my son. And I can't understand how the family court are serving children and their families when they're putting children back in the hands of their abusers. I can't. It's absurd to me that the family court is the governing body on families. I will continue to fight for my son with everything I have and in any way I can.
In the silence of injustice, innocent she screams. In the silence of injustice, innocent she screams. Mommy,